I'm Joe Kane.
I'm Dan Kane.
I'm Sal Conca.
And this is The Imperfect Podcast.
Don't forget to check us out at hecklerkane.com and everywhere on social media.
To the bumper.
All right, boys. This week on The Imperfect Podcast, we have something near and dear to our hearts. Well, for me and Joe, anyway.
Yeah.
We're talking with the Brazilian animation and art director based in sunny LA, California, who did the animation for Green Day's latest smash hit, Bang Bang. Why is that important to us, Joe?
Because we are in a Green Day tribute band. We've been alluding to this and keep talking about it in little drips and drabs, but for the past 12 years...
12?
For the past 12 years, we've been playing in the Green Day tribute band called Basket Case.
Mm-hmm.
I play bass in the band.
I play guitar. Brett Schulman's on vocals, who's been on the show before as well.
Yeah.
And we have Enzo DiPaolo on drums.
Yeah, and like I said, we've been playing for 12 years, hitting the circuit. We've been everywhere from all the way to California and back, up and down the East Coast. It's been an exciting trip for us.
Well, we became friends this way.
Yeah.
We met on Craigslist, which we'll get into in another episode next week about the Craigslist killer, oddly enough. So, we got a lot of stuff going on here with the Imperfect Podcast. We're excited to talk to Ariel and hope you guys appreciate listening and hearing all about Green Day's new animated video, Bang Bang. Cool. Ariel, welcome to the Imperfect Podcast.
Thanks for having me on the show. It's a great honor.
So I know you've been animating for 10 plus years. You've had the chance to meet and collaborate with some really great folks. We reached out because of Green Day in particular, but you've also recently done a video for Led Zeppelin. You've done work for the Sci-Fi Channel, IFC. You've won numerous awards. I mean, we could praise you all day long, but let's just chat.
Yeah, I've been having some fun lately, and it was like such a great honor for me to be working with those amazing guys. First Green Day, one of my favorite bands when I was like teenager, and now like Led Zeppelin, like it's a huge thing for me, so I've been blessed. So
well, let me ask you, how did Green Day seems to be something that kind of bolstered you into a little bit more of a famedom, for lack of better words. How did you come across that, or how did they come across you and contact you to do this video, Bang Bang?
Yeah, I became a freelancer in the end of last year. So in the beginning of this year, 2016, I decided to do like a personal project. Just to tell people, like, okay, this is my voice. This is what I want to tell to people. This is my style. Something to. It was actually for the soul. Something for myself. Mm-hmm. And I created this project called Scenes. It is all collage based, and like I put like everything that I want to say in that project, like visually speaking. And some folks over Warner Bros., they came across to this piece and they saw it. And this guy, this like super nice guy called Devin Sarno, he contacted me. And actually, the initial idea was to do something for Red Hot Chili Peppers. Because Red Hot Chili Peppers, they were releasing this album.
Yep, the new album just dropped from the Chili Peppers.
Yeah, they just dropped. But during the time that we're like working on the styles and the storytelling, everything, Anthony Kiedis, he got sick. So it was like kind of really tough moment for the band to get things approved. It was like super like a nightmare because of the time-wise thing. Mm-hmm. And they decided to push back. So they decided that this guy, David, he told me, okay, Ariel, let's do this. Let's hold on this project for now. I don't think it's going to work out because the band, like, they're not like 100% and they need to release the album. And he told me, we might have a chance to work together because Green Day is going to put out a new album pretty soon. And to be honest, I think the visual is going to match better their style. So of course I got bummed out. You know, I was super sad about it because that was like a huge chance for me, like to do something for a big band. And to be honest, I thought that they're never gonna contact me because of like, you know, they are like super busy and they would probably forget about me. So whatever.
It's Warner Brothers. It's a giant conglomerate. It's you can get lost in the works.
Know, like they're like huge, you know, and they have a lot of people to work with, you know. So
I mean, just everything with their main companies and their subsidiaries. It's just you're just a cog in the works at that point.
Totally, you know. So I was super sad about it. So it took like a month, I think, and they didn't contact me again.
Longest month of your life, right?
Dude, it was great. And I was like doing a freelance gig. It was like a super boring project, and I was saying, dude, I wish I could be doing something really, you know, fun like that project for Red Hot Chili Peppers. You know, I was super excited about, and now I have to deal with this. And okay, that's fine. Let's handle life and let's move on.
Sure.
But he contacted me and he told me, okay, they're really gonna release this album. I have a track. Are you interested in listening to it? And I said, of course.
Well, just getting a Green Day track in advance is awesome too. So.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, I've been waiting like a month for this. And he sent me this link with the password. And I had to like sign things, you know, like not to leak it out. And like what I received was Bang Bang. And no, I was like a huge fan of Green Day back in the time, and I still am, you know, of course. But they had this break for 4 years without releasing anything new. And when I listened to that track, the new one, Bang Bang, it was like a crazy thing. You know, it took me to my teenager years, you know. It was super cool, super fun, and I could realize, okay, maybe he was right. Maybe the style that I was doing for Red Hot Chili Peppers, it's more suitable for Green Day, you know.
Yep. Well, I don't know if we actually got through this. We mentioned it in our intro, but I'm not sure if you're aware, but Joe and I play in a Green Day tribute band.
For the past 12 years.
For 12.
Awesome. Yeah,
so
yeah.
That was one of the reasons, you know, we didn't want to make that a main reason for getting you on. We wanted to talk to you about the animation, but that is one of the little juicy tidbits for us.
It's a side perk for us. I mean, we were super excited when they came out with the new. It's like, oh, okay, great. You know, they had Uno Dos Tres, which was, you know,
just okay,
arguably not a great hit. You know, following up some of their other things that were just huge, and then seeing, okay, well, this is the new stuff that's coming out, and you know, Revolution Radio is going to be a new album, and then the very first thing to drop was Bang Bang,
and that was for me, it was a reminiscence of Dookie. Bang Bang sounded more like Dookie than a lot of the other stuff that they put out in recent years. I mean, their sound has matured. If you really listen to 21st Century Breakdown and those other albums, after American Idiot, you know, their sound has changed. It's matured just like any artist should. I mean, everybody's style changes. If you don't mature, you're just going to stagnate anyway. You know, and we formed the band when American Idiot dropped. So we've been around since 2005, and we rode that wave of American Idiot popularity. And you know, we were very fortunate. We went to California to play. We went all over the place to play. So it was fun. We've never gotten to meet Green Day. So in this process, how involved was Green Day in the process in this video for you? Did you have any sort of input or collaboration with them?
Yeah, but I would say like 80% was through the Warner Records, totally, because they were busy working a lot of things. And the first thing, like Davey was the main producer of this, and he first told me, okay, can you make some style frames so we can show to the band and see if we can get the green light to go? And I said, that's fine. And I sent to Warner. The guys from Warner, they replied me and they copied their email replying, okay, let's do it. This is super sick. But I never actually meet the band because I would love to, but I understand that they are super busy to do it, but
the poor freelancer didn't get to meet the band, you know.
I'm just, you know,
I'm
just a tiny little piece.
I know what it's like. I'm a freelancer as well. I do digital marketing, and I'm an entrepreneur. So I get the feeling and the sentiment there. You know, I'll say that. So you did the animated lyric video for Bang Bang, and there was an official music video released by Green Day with them that was shot, you know, cinematographically.
A performance type of video.
Exactly. Now the cool thing is, your video crushes that other video in terms of views. Your video has, I don't know if you know the stats, we do, but it's not you. Your video has 9.7 million views, and the official video only has 2.7 million views. So way more people are watching the animated video than they are. So kudos to you. And I don't think we gave a shout out. What's your website again, so people can check you out and your work?
It's blinkmybrain.tv.
Cool. So yeah, everybody go to blinkmybrain.tv. Ariel's work outside of Bang Bang is phenomenal. His entire gallery is there.
Thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about your early work. I think you came up through the agency side and did a bit of that. How long have you been in the U.S., by the way?
3 years and a couple of months, actually. Okay. Yeah. I'm a newbie.
I saw a lot of international credits to your name and awards. So were you in Brazil for most of your life before you came to the States, or did you live all over, kind of traveling?
No. I mainly live my whole life in Brazil.
Okay.
I had my own studio there for 4 years and a half, something like that. But I decided to move here because, unfortunately, in Brazil, we don't have an industry of animation. You know, to be honest, I don't think the agencies in Brazil, they understand very well how to work with animation. Mm-hmm. So I felt at the time that I needed to be challenged, you know, and I decided, okay, let's try to find the industry, you know. So I came here to LA. Cool. I've been having fun since then. It's been awesome.
What was your first paid gig then, as an entrepreneur, as a freelancer?
Like as a owner.
Yeah, when you stepped out on your own, and or you want to talk about your first agency gig. I mean, we're just curious. I'm curious to hear about your
real
path.
start about it. Yeah. How did you get started?
To be honest, the business thing was an accident. You know, in the beginning, I just joined forces with a good friend of mine, Lucas, and he's a 3D guy. He's a super talented guy. And we decided to rent a small place so we can do freelancer together. So we can do work together. It was not it was never meant to be like a company, you know? Mm-hmm. So we're being the other production companies were hiring us to do the projects that they cannot do in-house at the time in Brazil. So we were working for 1 year and a half until things eventually gets too serious, you know. And we decided, okay, let's talk to agencies and let's see if we can get projects by ourselves. So I would say the first gig as this company was a door commercial. Actually, it's for a door, you know. Mm-hmm. Because in Brazil we have this
selling doors.
It was for a door, but it was a super crazy door. It was not like a simple door, because in Brazil we have this company. They make buildings. They call, I think it's Max House, if I remember, and they have these super sick doors where the bell are play MP3 and they have a lot of features in this door. So they hired us to create a crazy concept for that, and it was fun. Super short deadline, but yeah, I remember clearly this project because it was our first real thing, a big thing. For us. So
it's always exciting when you're starting out and you're looking at something like that, and it's like, oh, I got something, and it's you're moving along and go, okay, I'm progressing. So it
was fun. Today, I look back and it was not that good, you know, for me, you know, like, but for me, it you know, I feel proud because it was like the I think it was like the biggest challenge that we got at a time. So it was fun.
That's really
your work seems to have a big influence from like Terry Gilliam and from Monty Python. Is this am I on the right path here?
Kind of, yeah. I love their style, you know, like it's super awesome.
Well, Terry Gilliam was famous for putting together the pieces, and it was animation, but it wasn't even drawn. It wasn't like computer animated. It was like stop frame animation that he did.
It was like a lot of mixed media stuff, you know. And yeah, he's one of, I would say not just mine, but like for the industry, this guy, you know, he's amazing. You know, there's no way in any point in your career in the industry that you're not look to this guy's work and say, okay, I want to be something like that. You know?
Oh, sure.
For sure. Yeah. No. He's one of my biggest influences for sure. Yeah.
And if you go to blinkmybrain.tv, you know, I've looked through your gallery. A lot of the work, you definitely have your own style, which is great. I mean, I can definitely, you know, now if I see something, I definitely know I would recognize your work, so to speak.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
It all has a very, in a good way, you know, this influence that you have over it. I was watching the Sci-Fi Survival Guide, which I really liked. Well, because we're all big zombie fans, and so you know, we all watch The Walking Dead every week. And are you a Walking Dead fan as well, by the way?
Dude.
Yeah,
I'm still shocked about Glenn stuff. You know?
I'm a couple episodes behind.
Poor Joe. Spoiler alert on his own podcast.
Listen, I was aware that what happened to Glenn, so you know.
Sorry, because it was in everywhere.
You couldn't not see it. It was on everything. Facebook. Every time I turned on any sort of internet thing, it was like, oh yeah, Glenn died.
And it doesn't matter because you haven't seen how it's done.
I haven't seen how it's done.
So when you see it, it's still going to be impactful.
Yeah. Cut this part so your audience no be mad at me. So
nah. If
you know what, if we get bad comments, that's good too.
Yeah, we'll take anything.
Any press is good.
Exactly.
I'm not a jerk. I swear, it was an accident.
Nah, man, all good. But yeah, no, the Sci-Fi Survival Guide was really cool, and I liked the IFC commercial for the beaches. No beach. What was it?
Oh yeah. It was for the Corona.
Yeah, for Corona. That was pretty cool. So were those part of your work, or was that agency work that you did, or how did you get involved with those projects?
I worked for two different studios for this project. Mm-hmm. One, both they are like really great studios. The owners are super nice people. You know, one the Sci-Fi was done for Roger. It's a studio here in LA. And I think it was one of the first gigs that I did here in LA, actually. They gave me like 100% freedom. They wanted to be playful. The studio gave me a lot of like freedom to work. And I did some style frames. In the channel ended up choosing this one in particular, which I'm really happy about it. And this one, I tried to bring a little bit of the collage thing, you know, and at the same time make the main characters a little bit 2D. It was like a huge mix media. And it was super fun to work with.
Yeah, and it's really cool. It's a great looking piece. It looks really, really interesting.
Yeah, everything we've seen from you. I mean, I was just watching I hadn't seen it until just probably 20 minutes before we got on the line with you. Was the Led Zepp one, and
nice.
You know, being a big Led Zepp fan, and what was that off of Led Zepp 2? That song?
Zeppelin 2.
Zeppelin 2.
Nice.
Great video.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
it was super fun.
How did you get involved with that project? Was that something like with Warner now that you kind of
is that an offshoot of the Warner Productions?
They passed my name along. You know,
cool.
Devin, he introduced me to this amazing other person, Mike, and he introduced me to the Rhino. I think it's a record label. They take care of a lot of bands, and they take care of Led Zeppelin as well. And he told me that Led Zeppelin, they were about to release these. It was like a bundle, you know, of like the best of the best.
Box set of sorts.
Yeah, it's a box with the DVDs.
Gotcha. Real big collection.
All the good stuff. And they wanted to create like a video music to be part of this release event that they're gonna have. They had in September, I think. So I talked to Mike, and he told me, okay, I have this idea. The only thing that the band wants to that everything to be black and white, because they want to remember themselves, that they are like a really, really old school band, and they want to come up with this concept. That was the only brief that they gave to me.
Yeah. What you have to do is you have to start putting in your contract that now you want to meet these bands and keep going with these bands. You got to get like face-to-face time with them too.
That actually is a great idea. I'm going to do that for the next.
Exactly. Tell them it's crucial. It's crucial to the creative process that you speak to the artist. You know, you gotta sell it in there.
Yeah.
Are there any other artists that you've been talking to about doing another video for?
Yes. I've been talking to some people. I don't know if I can.
Nothing you can talk about.
Still in negotiations.
Right now,
we can't talk about it yet.
Okay.
Well, we'll be looking.
But I can talk about the projects that didn't work out. I pitched some ideas for Neil Young. Unfortunately, didn't work out. And for what else? Sarah Bailey, you know, it's she's a kind of pop singer in a romantic way. Sure. She's a really, really good artist. And I've been talking to some other bands to try to do something. I've been pitching a lot.
And I mean, I would imagine that just like Green Day did with YouTube and social videos, the opportunity to make an animated video or a lyric video, these things have, social media has changed the landscape with that.
I think so.
So, the opportunity for guys like yourself that have this skill set, for major artists that you're already doing, as well as indie bands and things like that, gives you this platform to be super creative and make these types of videos that just didn't exist. I saw...
It didn't exist because you had the videos, people were doing music videos, and they were doing music videos for MTV.
Yep.
And then MTV died, and there was this big lull for a long time, and now the social media thing is really bringing it back.
Exactly, yeah.
I think, I'm 100% agree what you just said. I think the social media is the new MTV, and we can choose actually what kind of it's a mix, between MTV and Netflix and like a lot of things. It's I think that's a great thing about this era.
For sure. I saw a meme yesterday. I think it was MTV's 35th birthday this week. And it was like celebrating happy birthday to MTV, 35 years old. We want to thank you for 15 years of music.
Excellent.
Yep.
That was dope. Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
It's a good one, But, in terms of speaking about your career and things like that, and the Green Day video, so what was your formal training? I mean, are you just a passionate artist? Are you familiar with, do you draw by hand? Are you all computer animation? Like, what really drives you to animate, and what's the artist in you, so to speak?
I think I love, first of all, I love to draw, I really love drawing. I wish I could have more time to do more of those stuff. I love design, and the idea of having design in movement, for me, it's beyond. It's something that really caught my attention. And I have a truly passion for this. I don't know if I'll be able to do anything else, because I wanna create stuff. I wanna put stuff out. I have this necessity to put stuff out. In a form of art, in a form of design, animation, and I think those things kind of drive me forward in this industry, because it is really a really tough industry. It is not easy, like animation. It's something really hard to do. It's not something that you just press buttons and okay, here we are. We have like a lot of stuff here, and it's a really handcraft, art, and to find the right timing, to work with the design first, the steps, and it is really hard. So you have to love this industry, otherwise you're not gonna last long here.
For sure.
And
that's great. That's great to hear from you. I mean, any artist that you go out there and see and just go, I have a true passion about it, and that's how you become successful. It's just having a passion behind what you're doing.
Yeah, I think that's the key for life.
100%.
I think that's the key for life. Yeah. I don't see myself choosing a job only for money. Because I don't believe that. I believe that you do what you love, and eventually money will come. It's a consequence. So you have to do what you love.
Exactly.
That's for sure.
Exactly, and that's been a common theme between a lot of our guests. There's two things: passion, and if you follow that, the next is building great relationships in the industry you're in, and because those relationships are what will move you to the next level, and get you going. So, I think we loved having you on, Ariel. I'm going to encourage all of our folks to go visit blinkmybrain.tv.
Thank you.
Be sure to check out the video for Green Day's Bang Bang, the new Led Zeppelin video, and your personal project Sins, right? I mean, that's amazing too. We didn't really get a chance to talk about that much, but we're kind of out of time. So
that's fine.
We encourage everybody to go check you out. Do you have any final last words or anything you want to share with anybody before we take off?
No, thanks for the opportunity. It was such an honor to talk to you guys. Great, talk to your audience, and I hope I can bring some more fun. I hope to have more fun doing this stuff, and
for sure.
Thank you for taking the time, Ariel.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for sure. Thank you very much.
Much continued success, and we'll be seeing and hearing from you and all that good stuff in the future.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And now a sneak peek at Ariel's latest project, Sins.
I'm sorry?
No, I was just saying.
We said bye. We were waving. Bye.
Sorry, it just cut. It just cut here. Okay.
That'll make the blooper reel.
Okay.